Hello Casketeers, Clive Mantell here, pub snacketeer, quaffer of the beer, and if you want to know about pub snacks, watch this show. Now then viewers, what you might have noticed from the last video to this one is that I'm currently wearing glasses. Yeah, that's right. Miguel, who I mentioned before, my life coach and stylist, he gave me these contact lenses, but my eyes unfortunately became very sore and I had to go to the doctor. I had to go all the way to the London Eye Hospital, didn't I?
Yeah, you was fried up from them, weren't you? I thought you just had a bad pint.
Oh God, it felt like I was thrown out of my eyeballs. It was ridiculous.
Wouldn't want to do that.
So yeah, the doctor there said that they were the wrong prescription, basically. He said, you know, my eyes are like -3, -3.2. These are like -6 and -7, so they weren't right for me at all. But I told Miguel about this, and he says he's going to look into the matter and find another pair that are suitable. So that's something to look forward to, innit, viewers, eh? We'll be able to not wear glasses anymore. That'd be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah, because people stop calling you Four Eyes then.
No one's called me that in a long time, Cole. Well, not.
Well, not to your face.
What are you saying that people are talking about me, Cole?
Oh no, no one talks about
Well,
you.
viewers, that is the price of fame. Basically, is that, you know, people want to shoot you down once you reach the peaks, the apex of the YouTube celebrity stardom. People want nothing more than to take you down. They're just jealous. So Miguel also is giving me some advice when it comes to dating. That's right, I'm back on the market again. Been on the market now for some time since, you know, Valerie left me for Ranjit Singh, the bloke in the off licence. And he says he's given me like a list here of things for me to remember, and one of the tips is do not be needy. So he says, forget about feeling lonely and vulnerable since your wife has left you for another man, and he said, you know, pretend that, you know, you don't need to feel comfort of another human being anymore, and by having an empty bed. He said, don't worry about that. Be confident, be cocky, cock a walk, is what he said, you know, and the other piece of advice he gave me is to use negging. Now, viewers, if you do not know what negging is, I will explain. Let me articulate myself thusly. Negging is not to give a negative insult or anything like that. It's to give a backhanded compliment, and Miguel said it's to take the bird down a peg or two. And so he says to me, you know, Clive, you've got to say stuff like, oh, you know, nice teeth there. Are they your own? You know, things like that. So, what would you say, Cole?
I ain't got that many left. You should point out, you having a go at her teeth. You've lost a few of those pork scratchings, haven't you?
I have lost 2 molars due to an errant pork scratching. That is correct, Cole. Yeah, and so, you know, neg. He says, you know, it's not about being nasty, but it's to make the bird think that you're not too keen. Nice hair. Have you bought a wig? That kind of thing, you know. And so, viewers, I'm soon going to tell you how all this went, by the way. I'm going to be using these lines in a few weeks' time or so, probably sooner than that. I'm going to be going out, chatting up the birds and that, and using these tips and see what happens. And so Miguel sat me down and he said to me, Clive, what sort of things do you normally talk about when you talk to the opposite sex? David Bowie. Well, you know, as a bit of a star man myself. Thinking I might get a tattoo of David Bowie. I'm not sure which era yet. Maybe I'll get him, you know, when he was doing his, like, Ziggy Stardust or the Thin White Duke, or maybe when he was in Tin Machine. Or maybe, you know, just before he died or something. Who knows? We'll see, won't we? I like talking about the liberation of Europe, 1944, because I'm a World War II buff, really. I like to talk about the Battle of the Bulge, and I'm not talking about my weight. Hey, Cole.
No.
Yeah, surprisingly enough, Miguel said that women are interested in talking about World War II. So he's given me some things to actually talk about. He says birds like talking about TV soaps like Neighbours, Home and Away, that kind of thing, you know. Basically soaps. He said that's chick crack. He also gave me another tip, viewers, that said what you need, Clive, is girl bait, chick bait. And he said always keep in your gaff a bottle of Baileys and some chocolate digestives, because birds go mad for that. So yeah, these are some of the things that I'm going to talk about, you know. In terms of my, you know, like mindset, he's given me affirmations to talk about. Good tip here for you. He says, look in the mirror every day, Clive, and look in the mirror and say, I am a real man. I am a real man.
What if the mirror says back?
I am a real man.
What if it says back? No, you're not.
That's not going to happen, is it? The other thing Miguel said also about mindset, he says, Clive, there's nothing more than women want than to be taken by a rugged, macho man with a musky scent.
You got the scent.
Actually, Cole, I have. I recently bought some aftershave. So.
Oh, right, I wonder what it was. I thought that wine had gone off.
You're in good form today, ain't you, Cole?
Oh, yeah, always.
How was that date you went on, Cole?
Oh, yeah, it was great, yeah. We went out for a Vindaloo. Yeah. No, you know what I'm like, I love a Vindaloo. And plus she was pregnant, so she was looking to, you know, push it on a bit. So let's say you have a nice hot curry and, you know, the baby comes out, doesn't it? So we went out for...
What happened? Did the baby sort of...
Oh, I don't know, I ain't heard from her for a few days.
Why were you taking a pregnant bird out for a date?
Oh, well, you know, she was... well, Dad's not around, and I thought, you know...
You thought she was up for it, did you, Cole?
Nah, nothing like that. I just fancied a curry, you know. You know me. Went back to mine and we watched some videos of Time Team. Yeah, it was great.
So she went back to your place after a curry on a date and...
Yeah. Yeah, luckily the baby weren't born there.
Nothing happened?
Oh, nah, I'll be if the baby was born there, I'd be the dad, wouldn't I? Take one look at me and go, are you my dad? And I'd be like, nah.
It'll crawl back up, wouldn't it, Cole, if it saw you?
Oh, yeah. Bloody hell.
It'll crawl right back up there, wouldn't it? Yeah. But of course, viewers, birth doesn't really work like that. Baby can't climb back up there. But yeah, we're going to be giving a trial of these techniques to meet birds that Miguel told me about. That piece of advice cost me £60, which I think is pretty good value, really. Now, viewers, onto the meat and potatoes of the subject, in this case the potatoes, with its crisps. And here we are, we have Marks and Spencer's Parmesan and Prosciutto crisps. Now, bear in mind, viewers, as it is Marks and Spencer, you can't buy these in a pub, but what you can do is that you can decant them into a small bag of crisps that you can buy in a pub and maybe just hide it from the landlord. But on the back here, viewers, it has got the list of ingredients in English and in French. So let's see what it says in French, for a laugh, Cole?
You got a giant bag of crisps, a tiny bottle of wine. It's like the whole world's upside down.
Oh, well, I'm watching your weight, ain't I, Cole?
Oh yeah, watching yourself get fatter.
So it says here, pomme de terre, huile de tournesol, lactose en poudre. That sounds nice, doesn't it, Cole?
Come on, get on with the eating. Come on, stop doing the poxy French bit.
Lactose en poudre, ooh.
Oh, I wouldn't like that.
Right, so shall we open them up then, viewers? What's that I hear you cry? Yes, Clive, open up the crisps. Welcome back, viewers. Are you ready now to join me on this taste sensation? In which case, bring your peepers over here, keep your eyes peeled and stay agog. Are you ready? Here we go. And here it is, guys. It is the Parmesan and Prosciutto crisp. Look at it. It's a bit bent. It's a bit bubbly. Perfectly fried. Let's give it a go. That was a really nice crisp Casketeers. I strongly recommend it to you. In terms of crunch, it gets a 7. Flavour, it's very punchy, it gets a high 8. But overall, it gets an 8. Oh, mouthfeel, it gets an 8. I suggest that you enjoy it with a sophisticated glass of wine, as it is a sophisticated snack. And of course, viewers, it suits me down to a T, as I'm now Mr. Sophistication myself. See you soon. Oh, one final thing, viewers, before I forget, don't forget to like, leave a comment, share, subscribe. If you like it, you know what to do anyway. And if you want us to do a review of anything in particular, let us know. If you want to send us stuff to review, we'll give you a good review. If you know what I mean. But not as good as a wink.